Hey, I want to do a follow-up to my video that I made last week on Jasmy. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check it out. But there are some revisions that I want to make based on recent market dynamics, especially when we're looking at Bitcoin and trying to determine where Bitcoin's going. And obviously, we know how the rest of the market goes. I do want to be clear on something. I don't want to use too strong of words to describe my level of excitement for Jasmy, but I think it's going to do very well. I don't know about an all-time high, a new all-time high next, euphoria phase, but like short-term, medium-term, long-term, I think that this crypto has the most potential, more so perhaps than any of the cryptocurrencies I've reviewed in my Would I Buy series. I've reviewed 85 so far, and I like Jasmy more than all of them for as far as like low risk, high reward. There's always a ton of risk. But anyway, I've added to my position. I'm going to continue to add to my position. Last week, I got some flack because I called for potentially lower than your desired prices for Jasmy. I was looking at this 382 level here, actually a little lower than that, the 236. I was looking for the 236 level here as a place to reload on this fib chart, and people were calling it FUD and everything, whatever. I did have a comment here that I thought was pretty funny. This is all in good fun, but here we go. I think you're already in and buying like a boss, and you're making a little bit of FUD to take advantage of the lows. No, not enough people watched that video, and I knew that not enough people would watch that video that I would be creating FUD. But hey, here's the deal with why I predicted such a low price. Just looking at the markets, looking at inflation, I'm not too excited about what we're seeing with inflation, and yet crypto is pumping. And so the CPI report came in on Tuesday, and it was just a hair lower. It was higher than expectations, than analysts' predictions by 0.2%, just a little bit lower than December. We're moving very slowly when it comes to inflation bottoming out, which means that the Fed is going to raise rates, or not raise rates, but they're going to keep rates high for longer or until something breaks. And yet at the same time, the crypto markets are pumping. And in my opinion, that means that it is just we entered into historic oversold levels, and now we're getting back to an equilibrium. And so in my opinion, it seems like we are still moving towards an equilibrium, which means that Jasmy has a lot of room to move higher. And so what I really like about what I'm seeing here is, we did have a couple of daily closes a hair below the 618, the golden pocket here, but we've held that very well, and now we're moving higher. And my expectation now moving forward is that we are going to retest this local high. What is that? About a 5-month high. Going to retest this 5-month high here and eventually break through. We might run into some resistance there, but there's a lot of momentum. There's a few things that I'm looking at here that have me very bullish on this short term. One, we did enter into oversold territory, and we are right now on the stochastic RSI, on the daily chart at least, we are right now inching out of that level, which means, in my opinion, that we have another leg up. And again, resistance here at the 5-month high, but then after a bit of time breaking through that resistance, getting rejected there, we will break through. And then, in my opinion, I think this moving average right here will be the next key level that Jasmy is going to have to break through. After that, I'd be looking at this 1.618 level, a little over a penny. As far as when, February, March, that is within the realm of possibility. But stochastic RSI, MACD looks ready to turn bullish again. And so I would say short term, this is one that I have a small long position in with very low leverage, and I have some spot. I'm going to be looking to be adding to my spot position over these next few days. My dream entry right here would be the 702 fib at 0.0669. I don't think it's gonna get there. This right here, where the price is at the moment, it's right at that 786 fib level. That might be it. That might be the place to enter. So maybe even just doing a market buy right now would be perfectly fine. But yeah, we are in an uptrend. And I did believe that last week. I just said when I made that video that I was short-term bearish, but medium-term bullish. And that's still the case. Except now it doesn't seem like there's as much of a reason to be as bearish short-term. if Bitcoin breaks through the key level 25,200, I've been talking about that on my Bitcoin videos, which I make, very often. It's off to the races for Jasmy and for the rest of the altcoin market. So we'll certainly break through this level here and move on higher. So any point that I'd be interested in even taking some short-term profits would be somewhere around a little over a penny, maybe right around a penny, because, that's a round number. I think people will be looking to take some profits there. But other than that, 1.18 cents, I think is a good short-term exit point. But even then, I'm not closing my long for quite a while. I honestly think that I'm going to be holding it for more than a year, because just has so much potential, and I just don't want to be left behind. So anyway, I hope that this is a more exciting video for you than those of you who called my last video FUD. But hey, check in every week. I will make one video every week, at least one dedicated to Jasmy. So if you like Jasmy as much as I do, why don't you smash up that like button and subscribe to the channel and just be on the lookout for Jasmy videos. Otherwise, I will see you in another video. Peace.